Jeff, I think they call it drifting lands because there's lots of like asteroids in space.
Okay.
Which is where this game takes place.
All right. That guy looks bummed out.
He doesn't know why they call it, and that's why he's sad.
Is he sad because he thought that these cars would be going sideways and not driving straight at all?
Well, you know, the ships actually do go sideways, which we'll see. What's the news? I actually never clicked this.
You can control your ship with your mouse.
Great.
That seems like a...
This just in, breaking news. You can steer your ship in this shoot 'em up with your mouse.
That doesn't seem like a good way to... Well,
no,
when people see
fact,
what type of game this is, that they'll maybe understand why we're saying that doesn't seem like a thing that anyone would ever want to do.
Yeah, so this is Drifting Lands, and actually when you turn it on, it says you should use your controller. But for this menu stuff, I use a mouse because it's a lot easier to navigate all of this.
Whoa.
Hey, check this out. They made a shmup with like Diablo loot.
What?
Look at this. Look at this gun. Look at all this
dual
stuff.
Gatling too.
So yeah, this is Drifting Lands. It's a side-scrolling
shoot them up.
Shoot them all up with bullets and lasers.
That's the new official term for these types of games.
And it's also got like MOBA-style skills. 4 buttons, 4 skills.
All right, great. That's been Drifting Lands. I'll see you guys later.
Let's hop in here. This is going to be a cutscene. That's what this little bubble means.
Okay. All right.
I'm about 4 hours in, so maybe some light, spoilery stuff, but there's not much story.
This is madness.
I like Thor. He's a take no nonsense kind of guy.
Call me Thor.
No voice acting, but good facial animations.
I'm staring at his face, waiting for it to animate. Because you said animations.
He did it once right before I said that.
All right.
But then he didn't do it again. So basically, homeworld gets blown up by aliens, so you relocate to this little space cantina. And it's kind of up to you to figure out who to trust and do you want to be loyal to your crew, or there are people here that kind of have shady dealings. But most of the time, you're just in a ship shooting other ships.
Okay.
This is one of the longest cutscenes I've seen in this game. All right, here we go.
All right, let's cut their profits.
So, yeah, this is kind of the hub mission world. You see these, the white ones are ones I haven't done yet.
So this is kind of like a space mining operation, like a space mining town?
Yeah, it's like, but there's a lot of like illegal trade and stuff like that going on.
Any good mining town is gonna, that stuff's gonna spring up around it.
I think this is the story mission.
It's like Clarence Boddicker's plans for, New Detroit in RoboCop.
Exactly.
It's like all those construction workers, they needed drugs and...
Who doesn't? In the future, everyone needs drugs.
Oh man. Nuke.
So this is the game. You can see here, there's 3 different types of ships. I've chosen the Interceptor, I believe it's called, which is the fastest. It's all about zipping around and not getting hit, does more damage. There's like, a big tankier one and kind of a middle of the road one. And so you'll see here, I've got health and shields on the left. Those are my 2 meters. And on the right, I've got energy and focus.
Okay.
Energy is what you use for your abilities. That little warp I just did was one of my abilities. And focus is ship dependent. It acts kind of as a multiplier for your earnings. And to get focus for the Interceptor, you want to come as close to the bullets as you can without touching them. And every time you do that, you build a little bit. But every time you get hit, you lose.
Like Burnout, another game with drifting. You need to get close to the danger.
Slow down time here, another one of my abilities, and try and get as close to these bullets as I can. I accidentally just warped out there because I forgot my hotkey.
You're getting maybe a little too close to some of these bullets.
Yeah, it's good to feel it out. You got 4 main abilities there at the bottom. I've got like a warp. I've got a melee kind of attack. I've got a heal on Y, and then slow down time on B. And then you also have 2 passive abilities. One of them is an auto eject, because this game has kind of permadeath.
Okay.
And you can, at any time, go into your pause menu and retreat, and after a few seconds, you'll bail. But otherwise, if your ship gets blown up, the damage kind of depends on a few different factors, but you can lose anything from just the extra loot that you're carrying to your whole ship.
Ah, wow, okay.
I haven't had anything that bad happen yet, but I'm still pretty early. And my other passive, you can see in the top left there, I kind of have a little bonus multiplier for keeping killing streaks going.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you more money the more enemies you kill in a row.
More cents.
Yeah.
Stacking up them cents.
You know, deflation. Like, we're post-inflation in the future to the point where,
Right.
like, any money is good money.
Any money's surprising. All money is legal.
Yeah, they all just melted down and turned it into coin. That's not real. That's just my headcanon.
Okay. Oh, you have a headcanon in this game? Did
Yeah.
you shoot that?
Oh, hold on. There it is.
Oh.
You can't see it, but it's coming out of my head.
So what's the hitbox like on this ship? Is it just that
It's
circle?
that little, yeah, it's that
Okay.
little, so you can see here I can...
Yeah,
Well,
okay. Oh, yeah.
It's hard to, there's not a lot of, you accelerate pretty quickly.
Well, you did pick the fast ship.
Yeah. And yeah, so all the abilities use energy. So you can see if I start spamming the melee thing, that blue bar will deplete pretty fast, but I can pick up these blue crystals to replenish it. And then this bar in the top right up here is the level progress. So you can see I've almost reached the end.
Oh, I
of
see.
this
Okay.
level.
Yeah.
And I'm also picking up a lot of stuff along the way.
Oh, so it's not just like currency and
Yeah.
generic
so
stuff. It's like, okay.
we'll see these little boxes appear when I kill enemies sometimes. These are just mines. Jump through here, slow down time, get near these
Yee.
bullets. Now I'm feeling it.
Uh-huh.
You can see my focus is really building there. Oops. So yeah, you see these little boxes contain loot. You can just hover over them.
Oh, yeah.
And
So, like, it seems forgiving in the sense that I'm not seeing like one-hit deaths here.
no.
Obviously, if you do die, that's bad news. But
So far, I've only died when I accidentally alt-tabbed.
oh,
Some of the side missions have been getting pretty difficult because I've gotten pretty far down the mission tree on those guys, but the main ones so far have been pretty forgiving.
is that difficulty on the right something you can set, or is that just indicating the mission that you're selecting?
Yeah, these unlock kind of throughout the game, and so let's look in the customization stuff. So you can choose your skills. There's 10 active skills you can choose from, and then 4 passives. And then you can upgrade them along the path here. The Flame Blade is that little melee thing, but I can't upgrade it until I unlock grade 2 difficulty, which just happens as you progress through the story mode.
Okay.
Which is kind of a bummer because I like using this ability a lot, but I wish I could upgrade it. I've got, 10,000 currency. So you can see it's like, slow down time, create a ring around you, drop some mines, stuff like that. And this is kind of you can change your ship here. This is the name of my ship. You can name it. It's called Shooty Guy. And then you can dump skill points for money. Structure increases health and armor. Power increases health and skill power. And navigation increases health and weapon damage.
Why would navigation boost your weapon damage?
That's a good question. I kind of wish it made me go a little faster.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it would do. Which made me think, don't put any points into navigation.
If I do want to go faster, though, I can go into the shop here. And pretty typical shop. You got engines, your energy cells, thrusters, power shields, guns, plate armor, helmet, CPU, just lots of different stuff you can get. And then this is the stuff I've been picking up. So
is there a lot of downtime between missions as you kind of like stare at these numbers and try to figure out if anything you have is better?
I go in probably once every chance to fail manual retreat. Oh, okay. So I just learned about this. So you see there under secondary it says flaws.
Yeah.
So what you can do with flawed items is you can turn them into blueprints, and then it will get rid of the flaw, but then also some of the good parts. But from this blueprint, you can create a new item, and then you can blueprint that one. And so, if you find an item you really like, you can just keep working with it over and over until you get something that you're really into. So now that I've gotten rid of the flaw, I'll purchase it, and you can see now it doesn't have it. Just drop it in there.
Huh.
I kind of am finding way better items than I can buy, so I've been putting most of my money into just the skill points. Oh, and it looks like I've maxed it. See if I can hop into a tougher level here. So these ones are like 3 stages in a row that you have to complete that are usually pretty short. That grammar isn't quite there.
Too much suicide bullets on the screen?
It's, what? Maybe this isn't an English first language. I don't want to make any assumptions.
Maybe it is, and they thought that would just, that's how the people in this universe talk.
Yeah.
Like it's just part of their
language
canon.
changes and evolves.
Yeah.
Watch any movie from the 80s and you're going to be like, well, they're not even speaking English anymore.
Right, what does that even mean?
What is tubular? They said that in the 80s, right?
They did.
Okay. I only know it as a Super Mario World level.
My dad would say it well into the 90s.
That's pretty cool. I wish my dad said tubular. That's a good dad word.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you like shmups?
Yeah, I mean, not when you call them shmups.
Really? You're anti-shmup?
Yeah, it's just they were shooters and that was fine. And then first-person shooters came along and fucked that up.
So what are you gonna call this? What are you gonna call this game?
Shooter. Scrolling shooter, I would probably go with. Yeah.
So like Contra?
No. This is forced scrolling.
Forced-scrolled shooter.
Contra is an action game.
Okay. Check it out. I'm getting so much focus, and I'm also hitting some things.
Yeah. Does that cost you focus?
It does.
Okay,
you lose quite a lot, especially the higher level you are in focus. Okay, my ship's a little passive-aggressive sometimes when I try new skills. I'm just trying to get in the middle of this because I want money.
Do these levels feel like they're like, and maybe you don't know, but do they feel like they're kind of hand-built and there's a set progression? Okay.
These are these are not procedurally generated.
Okay. I was trying to decide, like, hey, is this something you just kind of like keep going, and it'll constantly give you more loot and
no,
levels?
I've unlocked a side mission. Maybe we'll take a look at it in a little bit, but I don't know how to beat it because you have to. So you can hop into the pause screen here and drop items out of your airlock. And you're supposed to drop 5 plates out of your airlock, but when I start the level, I never have any plates, so...
So you have to shoot enough people to find plates.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but by the end of the level, I only had 1. I didn't mean to slow down, I meant to jump. But now that I'm here, when in Rome...
Yeah, get some focus. I like the look of it.
Yeah. I've liked the music quite a bit. The song's not anything special, but some of these other tracks have been really good. All their open world music is very like space Terrans hanging out in a space with all the space truckers.
Right. How's the just environmental variety been? Is it just kind of this similar sky, floating rocks? Like, has every level been that?
That one you've seen has probably been about 50% of the levels.
Yeah, okay.
And then a couple other ones, like a night version of it. Oh, fuck. I went back to the command center because that's what you do after the end of every time, but I needed, oh, no, okay.
Oh, okay, it saves your, yeah.
Same tooltip.
They really want you to know about these too much suicide bullets.
Maybe, maybe it'll come in handy in this level. This one looks pretty, I've never seen this background before. And I gotta think I'm not too far in the game, which is surprising because I've only unlocked that first grade of difficulty.
Yeah.
And I've put in, 4, 5 hours.
That's cool. How's the enemy variety been? This seems
Yeah,
pretty similar.
They're very
even-
slowly
yeah.
introducing new enemies. But the new enemies that they do introduce aren't like, this guy's the same ship, but he shoots, as I say, when new guys show up that are the same, but they shoot. Yeah, so, I'm enjoying this game. I just kind of wish it was maybe a little more compact. I wish it progressed a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I find myself not really challenged.
Can you just replay missions? Like if you want to grind out currency and items and stuff?
You can, before there are major world events that will shift
yeah.
Because the first act, I guess, the first couple hours kind of take place when you're in your home space station. And then once everything changes and you're moved to this area, you can't replay any of those old missions.
All right.
And it did give me preface like, hey, this is a really important battle. Are you sure you're ready for it?
Right, yeah.
I haven't fought any bosses yet, which is a shame because those can be pretty exciting when it comes to shooters. Forced side-scrolling shooters.
Yes, that's a fixed scroll. Shoot.
You hipsters with your fixed gear shooters.
We call them fixies, Gramps. These shooters are fixies.
More gears is more better, which is my stance on video games.
So you Gears of War 5, big forward to it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Wait, are there more gears in that game?
Yeah. They introduced new gears in Gears 4, and I bet that we'll maybe even meet one or two new ones in 5.
I've never played Gears of War. What are are gears the name of the soldiers?
Yeah. So it's like almost a derogatory nickname. 'Cause they're the coalition of something, the COG.
Oh,
and so everyone just calls them gears.
Because war is a big
Yeah.
machine, man, and we're just the cogs.
Exactly. I can't remember what COG stands. Coalition of something starts with a G. Coalition of good.
Gunners.
It's not coalition of gears, right? That would be even crazier.
Yeah, I mean this game's cool. The loot system is pretty robust. We'll hop in and look a little more in depth at some of the stuff I've unlocked, some of the modifiers, but
the coalition of ordered governments.
That's bad.
That is bad.
I don't even know what that means.
It's just it abbreviates to COG, and then the gears. They're the soldiers.
Gears for Fears.
Yeah, they did a slow cover version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Killing streak.
I like to shoot.
Yeah. So how much does your main weapon change? Is that an equipable
yeah,
thing?
you can totally you start out with a laser.
Okay.
This is a minigun, I believe. We'll show off some different stuff. It's cool. The system that they use to determine DPS isn't the actual damage, but rather an estimation of how much damage you're going to do based on spread and your general accuracy. It's cool because they're like a higher DPS doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be doing more damage with each bullet.
Because if it's way harder to hit, they'll take that into account. That's a neat idea.
So I have that heal equipped, and I haven't used it really ever.
Yeah.
There's another version of it that creates a bubble around you and absorbs all the bullets, and you heal everything that you absorb. But that seems counterintuitive with my focus, where I want to be really close to those bullets. This game loves its lots of little enemies.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're really popping a lot of little guys here.
Which, hey, it's gotten me a lot of gold. a lot of sense. Just makes sense.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Ooh, that's good. Somebody should use that.
Yeah.
Can we use that?
We could probably use it. I'll get DJ Quick on the phone.
Do you think he's good at returning calls?
No. No.
Jump, shoot.
Uh-huh.
It's all in the mind.
No, okay.
If you're in a spaceship, you're gonna feel fine.
These bullets, they'll shoot. No, I don't. I got nothing. When you're editing your loadout and stuff, is it easy to get in and kind of test out what a bullet looks like?
Nope.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems cool.
So yeah, we'll clear out this level. Look at the loadout here and maybe try this one I've been having trouble with. See if, because now I got a lot of shit in my hold, so I'm wondering if I can just hop in there with this hold. I'm realizing now when you go into the shop, it prompts you to transfer stuff from your hold to your stash because you will lose items in your hold if you die.
Right. Yeah.
And I've just kind of been auto doing that because I haven't been thinking about it. And so see now my hold's full and I can't pick this guy up. But if I wanted to, I could jettison like common items or manually go through.
Okay. Yeah.
But that seems like a lot of work for an item that I don't even know if it's good. I think glowing blue means it's uncommon. I'll show off the tutorial menu because it's very dense. Like I had to go in and basically spend 15 minutes reading what focus was, what it did, and how I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't really presented anywhere in the tutorial.
And is that something that changes depending on which ship type you use?
It is. Like the big one wants to, I think it's something like you want to keep as close to 50% shields as you can for as long as you can. So like, kind of get hit, but not too much.
Just take a few hits, just for fun.
Yeah. This enemy that shoots these blue bullets is new. Ooh, look at this. Oh, fuck.
Look at that. Look at that.
I still jumped up 4 levels of focus there. All right. So yeah, I presume this will increase as you go through the difficulty curves because I only make 10% of this. Let's pop off and show up some of these other guns and stuff. So the gun I have equipped now is the weathered high frequency gun. It shoots plasma and it does a bunch of that stuff, but then also like gives me 7% more credits.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
That's cool.
Let's see. Let's sort these guys. Let's see what this is. This is a magnetic rare gun. I believe it will shoot kind of up and down. You can see there in the picture.
Yeah.
Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah, it's too bad you just can't get like a little window or something that shows the ship shooting.
Yeah.
Hey, there's someone hanging out there with you.
Hey, you can be less sad. You have a friend now.
Yeah.
I wish this was more interactable. But you can really only just click on these few things. All right, let's try this last mission here.
Okay.
It's not too hard at all. Don't worry. You're doing just fine, game.
Okay, so you need to...
So let's see. Yeah, okay. I've got stuff in my hold. Oh, cool. I wasn't expecting this.
Killing streak.
I presume the different types like plasma and magnetic do different damage to different enemies.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I forgot to hop into the tutorial there.
Man, you gotta get rid of the stuff out of your hold.
Get rid of all my because I don't want to get rid of all my commons because most of those plates are commons.
Yeah.
I don't care enough. I'm just gonna.
So is that like a bonus, or just to finish this mission successfully, you need to dump 5 things out of your hold?
Yes. That when I get to the end of the level, it will prompt me to, like, somebody will say, "Now you got to drop it."
Oh.
because the context of this mission is I am making like an illegal supply drop to the resistance or something. I like this gun. I like the spread because a lot of the times the enemies will come in at weird angles.
Are you finding it difficult to shoot in? Well, I guess actually the first shot still goes in front of you, right? It kind of like spreads out over time. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'll get you.
You should maybe spend some more time with some other forced scroll shooters.
It doesn't have the precision of like those other games, like a
Focus up.
bullet hells, because well, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad. It's really hard to just move slowly and then like.
And is it analog movement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the gate between slow movement and full fast movement is very small.
Oh.
So you gotta kind of like really have a light touch if you're trying to.
I like to go with slower moving ships in games like this because the faster ones get too twitchy and hard to move with precision.
Yeah. I agree. After playing this one for a little bit, I do find myself like dodging right into stuff.
Yeah.
But you do have access to skills that can mitigate that, shields and such.
Killing streak.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Wow.
Look at the credits.
I mean, it honestly didn't seem like that many credits.
That's like 847.
Is that a lot? I mean, you'll get 80 of that.
Hey man. 80 credits, 80 credits.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. Well, I mean, there's only two. There's like it kind of has the Fire Emblem thing where you can play without any of the permadeath stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can play traditional, which is this. But other than those difficulty grades on the right, which I really wish I could unlock, I haven't seen anything about making the game harder.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine just, having a shield and some of that other stuff to kind of help you. Though your shield is pretty low now.
Yeah, I gotta let it recover. It'll do the thing where it'll recover after not taking damage. So you see they're up there on the map. I'm approaching those symbols, which are the drop zones.
Killing streak.
I think I have to be in the next one. The first time I did this, they just straight up said mission failed when I got to the end because I didn't realize I had passed the drop zone.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, you took actual health damage there.
To take that heal. So the heal's on a fairly large cooldown, which is makes sense. Seems like this weapon isn't good for dealing with these larger ships.
Yeah, it's not putting out enough shots just directly in front of you.
1, 2. Let me use the mouse. 3, 4, 5. Okay, it made a sound.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
I won.
That's cool that it has something else to do other than shoot your way to the end.
Yeah. This is the first one of those I've seen.
Yeah,
and I hope
depending on how
have
much they
more.
play around with that. Yeah, that could be really cool.
So yeah, this is Drifting Lands. I believe it's $15.
All right.
But I am going to speak slowly as I look up exactly how much it costs on my cell phone that has 1% battery.
Great.
It's on Steam. I believe it's not on any other platforms.
Let's call it $18.99.
Okay, let's call it that. That seems like it might be, I don't know, a little steep, but then again, looks like I've got a lot of game left to go.
Yeah, if there's enough variety over time, like that could be really cool.
Yeah, thanks for watching me shoot.
I'll drift with you anytime, Ben.
Let's drift off into the sunset.
Yes.